Top 5 Best Dual-Sport Helmets in 2020. Number 5. AFX FX-41 Dual-Sport. The AFX FX-41 is an aggressive, Master Chief-looking helmet that will provide you with the style you're looking for, as well as many convenient features. Priced at a cool $164.95, the FX-41 is truly a dual-sport helmet. Features include an internal sun visor, goggle-like eye ports, ample ear cavity space, 17 points of ventilation, and washable helmet liner and cheek pads. All things considered, this helmet has some great features for being under $200. Coming in number 4. Klim Krios Carbon Adventure Helmet. The Klim Krios is the lightest dual-sport helmet on the market. Its 1,500 gram, 3.3 pounds, weight is achieved with the use of a full carbon fiber shell which features a wide carbon weave which has been hand-laid for a perfectly consistent shell thickness and integrity. Aerodynamics of visor-equipped helmets at high speeds is always a huge challenge. Klim has developed an aerodynamic visor with large airflow vents and spoiler attributes to help stabilize the rider's head while at speed. You can quickly transition the Krios from street to off-road use or any 4 riding modes quickly and without tools. The quick-release shield and visor system requires only a simple 90-degree quarter turn to lock-unlock. The liner is made of Climatech fabric over adaptive smart foam which has antimicrobial, bacterial and moisture-wicking properties. Removing it is straightforward, but can get a little tricky getting it back and in aligned. The ventilation is very good. The chin bar inlet gives good airflow, but it can't be closed. The forehead vent flows well and can be closed. It's not necessary to remove the visor to use a pair of goggles, simply flip the face shield up. A handy notch in the left side neck roll allows you to tidally wire a Bluetooth unit. The helmet is reasonably quiet for an adventure helmet. It is necessary to cut the liner foam to accommodate your speakers. Pros. Lightest adverb helmet on the market. Pinlock, no fog equipped. Carbon fiber construction. Cons. Very thin visor. Thin padding at top of the head area may be pressure point for some. Chin vent always open. Coming in number 3. Flight Trekker Dual-Sport Helmet. The Flight Trekker helmet is an entry-level helmet for the dual-sport and adventure touring market. Fly racing is not a name familiar to street riders, but off-road and motocross riders have been familiar with the name for years. They sponsor many top riders and events. Fly Racing started out manufacturing motorcycle handlebars and helmets and have grown into one of the leading apparel brands for competitive racing protective gear, helmets, boots, jerseys, goggles and much more. They also produce apparel for street, snow, water, a line of luggage, vehicle accessories and casual wear. The Flight Trekker is their entry into the dual-sport and adventure scene in the sub-$200 price range. It is a well-constructed helmet with many of the features found in much higher-priced helmets. What makes this helmet special is the ability to ride with any combination of the shield, visor, and goggles. The face shield is designed to accommodate goggles and goggle straps even when in the closed position. Shield changes are quick and easy and need no tools. The shield has a durable scratch-resistant coating and offers 100% UVA over B protection. The multi-position ratcheting means you can just open the shield a crack to prevent most fogging. Ventilation on this helmet is exceptional with 8 intake and 8 exhaust vents. Airflow is forced through aligned vent channels in the EPS liner and exits out of multiple rear exhaust vents. Naturally, the Trekker meets or exceeds DOT/S 22/5 safety standards. Pros. Large eye port will fit most goggles. Excellent ventilation. Quiet on road. Good price. Cons. Face shield curvature at chin guard can cause some distortion in vision. Coming in number 2. Arai XT4 Dual-Sport Helmet. The Arai XT4 is widely regarded as the best street dirt crossover helmet that money can buy. It's at the upper end of the price range, but you know you're getting the best in terms of features and safety. The new Arai XT4 is best suited to the intermediate oval head shape. The new shell shape provides better aerodynamic stability at higher speeds, an important factor for the road riding section of your adventure rides. This can be a problem with a lot of other dual-sport helmets while road riding. They're not so comfortable on the higher speed road sections. The ventilation of the XT4 is excellent. The airflow has been nearly doubled with the new top diffuser vent ports, the new side cowl vents and a new chin vent which has more intake ports. Combine this with the new bow vents at the top of the XT4 face shield and you have all the airflow you need, especially important for the off-road riding at slower speeds. All vents can be opened and closed easily with gloves on. The face shield is a good quality and props open in a couple of positions. It is relatively flat compared to a lot of helmets, which means there is less distortion of your vision. The peak can even be adjusted up or down while you're riding. No screws to mess around with for adjusting the position. It can be removed completely with a coin inserted into the 4 screws. The viewport is large enough to be able to wear goggles if you choose while riding off-road. A good option to have when riding at slower speeds in some tricky terrain. A unique feature is the ability to customize the fit with the patent-pending FCS, facial contour support, cheek pad design. It uses an exclusive 5mm peel-away custom fit layer. All the internal lining is removable and replaceable and made of a wicking material which draws sweat away from your skin. The weight of 1,642 grams means it isn't the lightest helmet available, but Arai would argue that it needs to be this weight to offer the safety levels that they demand. The helmet doesn't feel heavy because the weight is well balanced. There are recesses at the sides internally to fit a Bluetooth communication system if you choose. The XT4 is now debuting the emergency release cheek pad release system. It is the very first emergency release cheek pad design, developed to allow easier access to an injured rider. The cheek pads slide out easily via the integrated pull tabs built into the underside of the cheek pad. This makes helmet removal much easier for trained medical personnel. Pros: well vented, quiet, large port to fit goggles, emergency release cheek pads, Snell and rated. Cons: pricey but top of the line. Coming in number 1. Bell MX-9 Adventure Helmet with MIPS. Bell has been making top-quality motorcycle helmets for decades. They introduced the first full-face helmet back in 1966. I've owned Bell helmets since the early 80s with the Bell Moto 3. Recently re-released, see my Bell Moto 3 helmet review for more on this classic retro. The MX-9 Adventure is Bell's first foray into dual-sport helmets and is designed for riders that spend an equal amount of time on the road as they do in the dirt. It's a 50/50 dual-sport helmet that draws a technology from both their street and off-road lines. The MX-9 now comes with the revolutionary MIPS. MIPS is an innovative multi-directional impact protection system that is designed to allow small amounts of shell movement in rotational and angular impacts and reduce the sudden stopping motion of the brain within the skull. In other words, it's basically a low-friction membrane between the helmet liner and the helmet foam that allows for a controlled amount of rotation, which helps disperse some of the energy that would otherwise be directed into your head. More about it in the video below. MIPS is a truly revolutionary step forward in technological advances in helmets. The newly designed MX-9 comes with other new features like the polycarbonate shell which replaces the old composite materials. The velocity flow vent system gives good ventilation, vital for off-road roading. An EPS-lined chin bar and padded chin strap are other nice features. Swapping the face shield is easy. Just remove the 2 toolless visor screws and it pops right off. It can easily be done trailside if you wanted to switch to a different tint or use goggles. Bell offers 10 different shields in a wide range of colors and tints. The face shield is thicker to compensate for the large eye port and fairly flat to avoid distortion in vision around the chin guard. This has meant that there is a small return at the bottom of the shield to seal against the helmet. This only becomes an issue with the shield partially raised but has made the shield more rigid. There are two-part open indent positions. The helmet comes with a clear shield. Goggles can be used without having to remove the face shield. The visor has two positions of adjustment by removing a top screw and is in a good neutral position, which allows plenty of airflow between the visor and helmet. But like any dual-sport helmet, it can create some buffeting at high speeds. It can easily be removed for street riding if you are doing a long street ride. The channel moisture wicking liner is removable for washing and keeping the helmet fresh, essential and common on most helmets now. At 1,680 grams, 3.7 pounds, it is not as light as a motocross helmet, and about 40 grams heavier than the Arai XT4, but doesn't feel heavy when riding. The new MX-9 reminds us that Bell is still a powerhouse in the industry, and proves that a quality dual-sport helmet doesn't always have to come with a huge price tag. The low $200 price range makes this entry-level helmet excellent value for money. Pros: lightweight, MIPS, large eye port fits most goggles. Cons: slight distortion in vision on the lower edge of the shield. Only the chin vent is closable. All others are always open.